What's up, everyone? So today I just wanted to talk briefly about an experience I had recently, and I wanted to talk about it live. So biggest point of this video is to talk a bit about failure. One thing that I hate about social media is that it's created this outlet and platform such that pretty much everyone just pretends like their life is beautiful and amazing, when in reality, almost everyone is failing, and there's just no way for us to talk about that. So I decided to start this thing on my channel now where I pretty much openly talk about things that I fail on a daily basis. And so this is actually like, there's so much stuff I fail on, but I just feel like I don't talk about it as much because no one does. And I think we need to be a bit more transparent about that. So I'm going to tell you a bit of a small story today, and it's not going to be that long. So I think a couple days ago, we were practicing putting in IVs on each other. And the first thing we did was we tried to draw blood on each other. And then the second thing we did was we tried to put IVs into each other. And we're just practicing. This was all curated. It was doing well. And basically our preceptor said, like, don't worry, this is really easy. Like, only one person I've ever worked with has not been able to like draw blood. And I'm like, okay, so it can't be that possibly bad. So basically we started, and all my classmates go before me, and they were able to draw blood just fine. Like, they went through the whole process and they got it. And then it's my turn. And I pretty much go to my classmate and I'm like, okay, let's do this. I tried it and I failed. Like, I just didn't get it. Like, I couldn't even like get it into the vein. And I think I got it into the vein, and then like blood was just not coming out. And so pretty much at that point, our preceptor was just trying to make me feel better. And she was like, you know, it's fine. Like, sometimes it doesn't work. And I was like, okay, whatever. I understand. I clearly did not get it, but whatever, it's fine. And then the second thing was the IV, which is a bit harder to do. You have to place an IV into the vein, and that's a bit more of an invasive procedure. So I actually paid attention really well. I tried to like listen up. I tried to make sure I practiced. And then when it came back to the time to actually try it, again, most of my classmates were able to place the IV into the other classmate they were practicing on. And here I was. And then I was like, okay, I have to get this. I like want to make sure I can get this. And so when it's my turn, basically the preceptor was like, okay, let's start. So I got to my classmate and I was like, okay, let's do it. And my classmate was really understanding, pretty much like she opens up her hand and we're supposed to work on each other, and I don't get it at all. I try to get into her vein and it still doesn't work, and I'm pushing around and I can tell she's in pain, and I'm still trying my best to do it, and I'm just not coordinated enough. So this is another reason why I'm literally not going to be a surgeon. But at the end of the day, pretty much what ended up happening was I was like the only person, I'd argue, in my whole class, this is 104 people, that didn't draw blood successfully and didn't get the IV successfully. Like, I just did not get it. And so I actually left that event feeling really bad and really upset because, you know, it's something that we're supposed to be able to do. And each of my classmates was able to do it. And so I felt really, really, really sad / stupid / like, oh man, this is really horrible. But at the same time, it also gave me a chance to reflect. Like, this is something that I failed at, and like being very open about it and telling you guys that. I think that's just like a really powerful statement, because I think so many of us fail all the time, but we never really ever bring it up, and we're kind of ashamed of it. And even to me, it's like a little bit shameful to talk about something like this, because it's a very sensitive topic and it's something that affects our egos and our beliefs in ourselves. But at the same time, I want to go against this active culture that is out there on social media, where we're all kind of showing this perfect vision of ourselves. I think it's actually much more interesting to have a social media network where we can actually talk a lot about how we all fail and actually take pride in that. I actually take pride in failing a lot, because it kind of just gives me a kind of a deep sense of humanity. Like, okay, this is a human being. Humans make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to fail as long as you can try to do better next time. And so that was just one of the experiences I had. I guarantee you that I have failed in so many worse ways than what I just talked about. But this one particularly hit home to me because, first of all, I felt like I put one of my classmates in pain, which I did not want to do, but I clearly was just not getting it the first time around. It also hit home because I was one of the few people that just didn't get something that apparently everyone could get. And so I came home and I like really thought about it, and I felt bad. And I was like, okay, I kind of want to just talk about this. I want to be able to reflect on this moment a bit later on in my career as a medical doctor, when I can come back and be like, it's always hard. Like, it would be great for me to look back on this when I'm a doctor one day and be like, my first blood draw, I failed at that. My first IV, I failed at that. But now I'm a doctor, and I'm sure I learned a lot from it, and this is what I've become. So hopefully this narrative was a bit helpful for you. I'm trying to start this series called the Failure Vlog series. So I'm actually going to try my best to tell you guys everything I fail at, but I'm going to try to keep it short because I fail at a lot of things. But the whole point is I want to create a culture where we can accept failures. I want to create a culture where on social media, it's not just about everyone showing off the perfect aspects of their life. I want to create a culture where people can feel safe. People can feel happy opening up about something and take pride in the fact that all of us are going through very similar things, because not everyone talks about it. And that's a problem. That's a problem to me when people are not talking about something that takes up a pretty big part of everyone's life, a pretty big part of everyone's personality, and a pretty big part of everyone's ego. And so I think if we create a community of acceptance, that's definitely something that I want to create. And I know a lot of you watching this may resonate with failing. If you do, please, please, please share those failures with other people. There's no harm in saying, I'm not good at this, but I can be better. It's so annoying when, I mean, especially at a school like Yale, failure is not talked about. It's like really annoying to me because I'm coming from Berkeley, where pretty much everyone would take pride in like the fact that everyone was failing because Berkeley was a hard place. And here, like, no one really talks about failures because everyone is brilliant, which they are. But I think there is a lot of benefit to talking about them. And I want to encourage all of you to talk about them. Comment below on your failures. Talk to me about your failures. Message me on Instagram about your failures. I would love to potentially help, but more important than that, I would actually just like to acknowledge you. And I think like being able to bring up your failures and talk about your shortcomings is an important part of being human and an important part of what makes you you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's a short video. I promise I'm working on a bunch of other stuff, but like there's just been craziness going on right now. But I have other videos in the mix. But if you like this video, please throw a thumbs up on it. Subscribe down below. Tell me what you appreciate, what you don't appreciate. If your last week's been hard, I promise you everyone's week's been hard. Everyone's been failing, and it's okay to fail. So you guys are awesome. I'm going to make a bunch of videos in the future, but for now I have to head out. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, be my friend, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, hang out with me if you ever see me on the streets. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.